So now it's in the part 2. After I will finish the Java next topic, I will make like Java 8. So Java 8 also many interview question. If you want a Java developer, I think you need to prepare that. And then after that, I will prepare like Spring Boot, Microservice architecture, or Spring Security, Spring Cloud, and the Eureka service, and the API gateway, and also like circuit break design pattern. Also circuit design pattern we also need to know, because we need to make our data consistent across multiple services. And then also I will prepare like SQL, my NoSQL question, Kafka. Kafka also is a very important one. Yeah. Now quickly start the part 2. This question difference between ArrayList and LinkedList. I got asked by this question many times by multiple interviewers from different companies. So it's very popular one. So I think you also need to prepare this one. So now ArrayList internally use a dynamic array to store element, and the LinkedList internally use the double LinkedList to store elements. Now the ArrayList is slower for insertion and the deletion operation because elements need to be shifted if you are remove the elements from the ArrayList. So I would say the deletion operation is very slow comparing to the LinkedList. Faster for the insertion and deletion operation because element doesn't need to be shifted. I will later I will draw the diagram for you so you can quickly understand why. Here use the ArrayList use the less memory as composed to the LinkedList, and for use the more, because LinkedList used for more memory because it maintain reference and then no objects. So I will show you I will draw the picture here. So let me. So now first I'll talking about ArrayList. So the internally data structure like this way. So actually maybe here, maybe okay. The first one, because dynamic array. So maybe I want to add 1. Now here maybe you want to add 2. It's kind of like this way, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But here now it's insertion, right? Now if you had deletion, so because like 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what happens after you remove the elements from the ArrayList. So you 7, 8. Now maybe you want to delete the 4 from ArrayList, right? So if you remove this one from ArrayList, which means the rest of elements after the current position, list 5, 6, 7 need to shift to the previous position. Like 5 need to move to here, 6 move to here, 7 move to here, 8 need to move to here. So you can see it take much time, right? So that's why if the deletion operation is not efficient for the ArrayList. Now let's see the LinkedList. Internally, a double LinkedList structure is like this way. It's double LinkedList, right? I'm not sure. Do you know? And if you are still in college, the teacher should be teaching the basic one. Just right. You have the pointer next, and we call this one as next, and also have the previous pointer pointing the previous node. So that's why it's used in this way. Now finally we return to node. So you can see if we try to remove this node from ArrayList, so we just remove this one, and then the pointer will directly point to here, point to next node and the previous node. We don't need to move shift the elements, right? We don't need to do anything. But if you are using Linux, which means you will using the more memory, but you need to create a node and a reference, right? So you can see it's too much memory compared to the ArrayList. So that's why you need to know its key point. So the interview always ask you this way. But I remember they didn't ask me really deep. But if you know this, I think it's good. You will so know you know everything. Now, so what is iterator? I think you don't need to prepare this one, but you need to know. But maybe some interviewer will ask you. But I think I never people ask me this question. So iterator interface provide method to iterate over any collections. So only in college I use the iterator. Yeah. Now next question is what's different between iterator and the ListIterator. Also nobody ask me this question, but you can prepare this one. It's very low possibility asking you this question. If someone asks you, maybe he doesn't want you to get in the company. Maybe I don't know. So the first one, we can use the iterator to traverse any collection, whereas the iterator can be used with list only. Now the second point is the iterator can traverse in forward direction only, whereas ListIterator can traverse in both directions. It can traverse forward and back. Now, next question is what's the difference between enumeration and the iterator interface? So, to be honest, no one asked me, but you can prepare this one. Now, iterator has a remove method, while enumeration doesn't. So, the second point is the enumeration is read-only interface because it has the method only to traverse information objects, whereas iterator can add and remove object from collection. The iterator is much safer as compared to enumeration because it doesn't allow other thread to modify the collection while iterating over it. Now, I think this one question I got asked by JP Morgan. Yeah. So the first difference is the iterator fail fast property detect and throw concurrent modification exception. So if the underlying collection is modified while you're iterating over it, I met this issue when I was in college. So yeah, I made it, but I didn't understand why. So now I know I learned something in my career. So now the second point is the iterator field set property doesn't throw any exception when the underlying collection is modified because it is operate on the copy of collection, not on the original collection. So if you can talk this point to mostly basically they will ask you first one the field fast property. But if you can answer the field safe property, I think you will get impressed with interviewer. I think. Now, what is ConcurrentHashMap? It's very, very popular question. I think you have to know the ConcurrentHashMap. So this question always get asked with the hash map. They will ask what's the difference between hash map and the ConcurrentHashMap. You need to know what's different between them. I'm not sure do I prepare this one in my in today's video. So let's see. Now ConcurrentHashMap. ConcurrentHashMap is suitable for concurrent threaded environment. For example, if you need multiple threads to update, remove, add a share map concurrently, doesn't need to worry about the concurrent modification exception. Sometimes the they will ask, do you know? The interview will ask, do you know the modification exception? If he asks you this question, you just say ConcurrentHashMap, and also the second we can prevent this situation, prevent this exception. But I couldn't remember now. But you can Google searching that. And there are two different ways to prevent this situation. So if you can answer that, oh, you stand out. You will stand out, I think. Now, how a concurrent hash map work internally? So it works by dividing the data into small segments and then allowing each thread to lock one segment at a time. This way, multiple threads can work on the data concurrently, but they will never be working on the same data at the same time. And also, I think before I made one video, I say the hash map has 6 buckets. The concurrent hash map also has 6 buckets. I remember yet. So you can, if you want to divide, you can search in it. And thank you for watching the part 2.